So this is my final video on my trip to Lima. I start my long journey home back to the UK tomorrow, and I've taken a very weird route because it's the cheapest, of course. I do like a challenge, and I can't help myself to find the cheapest way of travel, which actually it is very surprising what you can do. So I've managed to find a route for just over £300 that will get me from Lima to Madrid, but it will take 36 hours, starting off with leaving here, checking out by 11 in the morning. I've booked myself a pod at Lima Airport, which I can have for 10 hours. And it's probably the most expensive bit of my journey, but it gives me Wi-Fi and a bed to lie on in a cubicle, free Wi-Fi. A shower is extra cost, but I've got it for 10 hours. So it's not like having to wander about the airport for hours on end. And I'm going to try and start altering my body clock because I'm 6 hours behind the UK. And I need to try and start changing things about for when I get back. I hate the jet lag feeling, but I'm going east, so yeah, I'm going to suddenly find that it's all a bit different. Anyway, so I've done lots of photographs, lots of shorts that I can post still online, but I'm quite keen to get back and do it on my desktop because I've just really struggled with it on the phone. This action camera is great, but I've got to have a good Wi-Fi connection to get it then onto my phone. All these things I learned through Google and YouTube, and believe me, it's a revelation and I'm loving it. And I really, really suggest that people get your own YouTube channel, and even if nobody watches it, you know what, very therapeutic talking to yourself. It certainly is for me anyway. So I'm going to go from Lima to Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico, where apparently I need my ESTA, which I'm hoping the one that I had as a flight attendant is going to see me through that, which is the visa for America, even though I'm not actually leaving Puerto Rico airport. I'm going from airside to landside, so I have to do that. So that'll be interesting. Then from Puerto Rico, I go to Madrid. And then from Madrid, I'm going to hop on an EasyJet flight to take me back to Bristol, which will get me back to Bristol, hopefully all going well, at about 9 p.m. on Thursday evening of this week. And then I will head home back to normality. Yeah, of course. I've found that this travelling is now normal for me. So it, as I mentioned in my last video, it'll be interesting to see how I settle down. Yes, I've said I'm in my retirement, and technically I could be, but the reality of it is that I can't survive on my state pension. So although I'm retirement age and I've taken a career break to travel on my own, I do have to go back to work, whether it be part-time or whatever. I've got some choices to make, and we'll be looking at that to see if I can maybe fit in more travel at some stage. And I will continue to encourage people on their own, especially if you're sort of older, male or female. Do you know what? It's not that bad. I've actually found out that 1/3 of adults in the UK live alone through choice. So there we go. Don't think you're the only one. You're not. And don't think you're strange for being on your own, because you're not. And yeah, it's as difficult to do things being on your own because you think everybody's looking at you, or everybody feels sorry for you, or what, and it's rubbish. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody feels sorry for you. I'm just going to keep advocating the great things that you can do, and don't be afraid of being single, solo travel or whatever, doing new stuff from home, and we'll take it from there. I will keep posting, tell you how I'm getting on.